Hello, and welcome to Coin Study. This video goes through the steps of how to grade buffalo nickels, a key point to discovering their true value. View these 4 buffalo nickels ranging in condition, starting with the coin in the good grade and moving to the uncirculated grade on the far right. All collectors first check the date and mint mark of their coins and then importantly judge condition to assign a grade. Headings across the top identify each of these grades. Condition is very important to collectors and dealers when pricing coins, and the different grades are an important part of the listings on value charts. Let's begin with the uncirculated condition and see what is necessary to receive this highly valued grade. A buffalo nickel in this grade has never circulated through commerce. All original mint luster remains from when it first left the mint. Any wear to the surface would quickly disrupt this delicate luster on the high points of the design. Here is a close-up of the coin. Notice as the light source is moved, luster radiates across the entire surface, extending from rim to rim. High points, such as the cheek, hair, and forehead, all retain the sparkle and shine of luster. Focus on these areas of your coin. Any change in texture and brightness would indicate wear to the surface. A buffalo nickel in uncirculated condition stands out as a superior coin, displaying as minted original surfaces and showing no signs of wear. To preserve these pristine surfaces, handle these coins by their edges only. Importantly, luster remains on the Indian's cheek, hair, and forehead. On the reverse, if no dulling is present and original brightness remains at the hip of the buffalo and along the top of its back and head, your coin is a candidate for the uncirculated grade. These mint state coins are prized by collectors. Let's move to the extremely fine grade. Evidence of light wear on this coin is visible to a few areas of the design. Although a loss of detail is clearly seen, it is very minor. Notice within the Indian's hair a flattening of contour is apparent. However, at the top of his head, ample separation remains visible. Also, the ribbon holding the feathers shows a slight reduction in roundness. Moving to the reverse, initial wear causing a flattening to the design is limited to the buffalo's hip and slightly along his rear leg. Also notice a small amount of wear across the top of his back and the front shoulder and the buffalo's head. Overall, a nicely defined buffalo nickel. Next is a nickel in the fine grade. With a moderate amount of wear, many parts of the design have merged. On the obverse, the hair above the braid, although noticeably worn, still shows some detail. The edge of the feather is just now beginning to merge with the hair, and a separation of the Indian's cheek and hairline must remain to reach the fine grade. Turning to the reverse, notice on the buffalo's head all but a small amount of detail remains. However, the horn is partially visible. Wear on the front shoulder is beginning to merge most of the details, and there is now a flat area on the hip. Still a pleasing coin. Lastly, here is a buffalo nickel in the condition referred to by collectors as the good grade. It's a coin that remained in use for quite some time and is heavily worn. However, despite the wear, many date and mint mark combinations in this grade have premium values. To fit solidly in this grade, your coin must have a readable date, although the first 2 digits are often very weak. Also on the obverse, the lettering of Liberty must remain even though partially blended with the rim. The Indian's portrait is now smooth with little detail. Viewing the reverse, fur detail of the buffalo is all but gone, and looking specifically at the head, only a small part of the horn is visible at the base. A few of the letters in the legend are weak and touching the rim. The boldness of the design allows the deeper recesses to remain visible despite overall heavy wear. Although heavily worn, it remains quite distinctive. As these nickels are all lined up together, the subtle differences in condition from one grade to the next begin to appear. Take your time. The value between grades is often substantial within the buffalo nickel series. With a little experience, and as you view more and more coins, your expertise quickly improves.